friends. This is Neelam from India, welcoming you to the 48th International Poetry Meet. Poetry weaves what hearts can't say, a spark of soul in fleeting clay. It bends the silence, sets it free, a mirror of eternity. Good evening from India. I'm so happy to see the beautiful smiles on the faces of our lovely poets today. I hope that we shall be able to bring a smile on the faces of our viewers also. And if we do, please drop a comment. So, a heartfelt welcome once again to the 48th International Poetry Meet being hosted by Literary Warriors Group on 9/9 at 9. Let me explain this. Today is the 9th of September. September is the ninth month, and we are at 9 p.m. IST. So we have completed almost 4 years of running this show, and kudos to all the participants and viewers who kept up the momentum. Today, I have on the show Shree V. Ramsamooj Gosine from Trinidad, Dr. Soja Soman from UAE, Shree and Rupa from USA, and Purna Parikh, and yours truly, Neelam from India. A lot of love from all of us. Let me begin by introducing our multi-talented poets. Sri Vishnu Gosine is a Trinidadian by birth. He writes under the name V. Ramsamooj Gosine. He is a graduate of UWI St. Augustine, Trinidad, where he did literature in English. Most of his stories and poems have been published in newspapers and magazines and broadcast on the BBC. He is the author of 4 works of fiction, including Sonia, published in 2024. So, welcome, Mr. Gusain, to the show.
Thank you.
And we move on. Let me now introduce Dr. Soja Soman, who is a scientist by profession affiliated to New York University. Currently, she is appointed in its Abu Dhabi campus and contributing her expertise into the field of biomedic engineering. Dr. Soja published her poems in many anthologies and in online platforms. Dr. Soja believes poetry and music are the tender threads that connect the very essence of humanity. How true. Welcome, Dr. Soja, once again to the show.
Thank you.
And moving on, Purna Parikh is a self-taught poet and has completed her MBA from Nirma University. She finds joy in learning Hindustani singing and Kathak dance, but finds solace in poetry. She has done her Visharad in Hindustani classical Sangeet from Gandharva Mahavidyalaya. However, poetry writing is as indispensable for her soul as breathing. She believes in writing for a cause, and both her published anthologies, Sketches of My Mind 2013 and A Poetic Devil's Workshop 2015, are tiny steps towards philanthropy. Welcome, Purna, to your
Thank you
page.
so much, ma'am.
My pleasure. Now, let me introduce Shree, whom I happened to meet a few months ago at Kolkata. Shree is an award winning author, film writer, speaker, and entrepreneur. She holds a master's degree in IT and is deeply interested in subjects like health, lifestyle, women empowerment, medical science, philosophy, parenting, and child psychology. Being an Asian Indian residing in the US of A, trained in Indian classical dance and music, as well as a British national, Sri brings unique amalgamation of cultural perspective to her stories. Recently, Sri's writing journey has been featured in the New York Telegraph and International Business Journal. Welcome, Sri.
Thank you so much, Neelam ji. I'm so pleased to be here.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure too. And moving on, let me now introduce the technical facilitator for the day, Rupa Rao. Rupa Rao holds an MBA and a law degree. She is an admin at Literary Warriors Group and chief coordinator for International Academy of Ethics. Her writings are featured in multiple global poetry anthologies, magazines, and literary platforms. She juggles writing, hosting poetry sessions, and chats online with author, poet, artists. She has co-authored, curated, and edited one prose, seven poetry anthologies, and in addition, she edited one novella, Is That My Novella, and one poetry anthology for writer friends. So, welcome, Rupa, on your own show.
Thank you so very much, Neelam. And now it is my pleasure and my honor to introduce our dear moderator, founder of our platform, LWG, Neelam. Neelam writes with a thousand suns. Her words are myriad emotions thread. 79 books bloom from her pen, where dreams, fantasy, truth are wed. 3 records etched in Limca's vault, her name a lyric's flame. From Tagore to Premchand's praise, she walks in laurel fame. So this is a page from Neelam's book where she has come up with 4-liners for everyone. I needed to copy her and I tried doing that. So now for a formal introduction, Neelam Saxena Chandra. She is an author of 79 books and she holds 3 records in the Limca Book of Records. She has been honored with the Sohanlal Dwivedi Puraskar for Children's Literature by Maharashtra State Hindi Sahitya Academy, the Prem Chand Award by Ministry of Railways, Rabindranath Tagore International Poetry Award, the Freedom Award by Radio City for Lyrics, the Rural Lifetime Achievement Award, Setu Award for Excellence in 2024. These are among the many more other accolades which are not being mentioned today. And in 2014, Forbes India recognized her as one of the 78 most popular authors in the country. I'm sure the number has changed by now. Over to you, Neelam, once again.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, and I especially love the four-liner that you rendered.
Thank you.
So,
Learning from
friends,
you.
we all learn from each other, don't we? So, let us move on to round one. No handout sought, no chains to bind. True freedom dwells in a steadfast mind. Independence blooms where courage stays. Self earned light ignites the day. What does independence mean to you, Mr. Gosine? Would love to hear a poem about it, please.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Gosine.
So, so my poem is called No Handouts. I ask not for a handout, for handouts and needs I can get, and I'll want another and another, shaping my lips into handouts. And it's good of you to donate hampers to us men eking out a living. Thank you. But I ask you in the name of man, I ask you in the name of progress. Teach me the lessons of daily living, where I may not spend a gifted life at the doorsteps of the condescending, that I may maneuver the inner me, encasing myself in the worthwhile, from seeking a plumber to being a plumber, from wanting to donating, from tearful eyes to smiling eyes, from darkness, oh, lead me to light. And on this day, I ask of you for the priceless gift of knowledge. Thank you.
Such a wonderful piece of poem. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Gassan. So, moving on. Machines advance, yet hearts grow cold. No guiding voice, no policies bold. When essence fades, what will remain? Perhaps we'll start the world again. You've written a very powerful poem on the theme, Dr. Soja, and it would be a pleasure to hear it. Dr. Soja.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction to the poem. Okay. All that we once glorified is consuming us. Isn't it true? Okay. I inherently dislike the word smart. And someone important to me once said, you should take pills to cringe your smartness. I did not agree with them. I thought I am genuine. I could see through the fads and meaninglessness of smartness. I reiterated. The smart is selectively insensitive, emotionally manipulative. Smart is nothing but a bunch of overstimulated, sickened nerve cells. I'm watching smart things taking over the ingenuity. They say it's many deep minds in action. As a rule, it's smart consuming lesser smarts. And it's happening now. My fear was right, I fear. The apocalypse walking against the sun, starting from west to east. Are you aware? Calm down. You are brave. Let's walk ahead of time. Let's go back to the basics of civilization. Let's grow our food and thrive. For that, ingenuity never fades. Thank you.
That was a powerful poem, as I had said in the beginning itself. Claps for you.
Thank you.
And moving on, prana flows like stars in flight, binding souls with cosmic light. Through the Milky Way it streams, breath of life and endless dreams. Please render your first poem for the day, Shree.
Thank you, Neelam ji, for introducing my poem so beautifully. So here's my first poem, and it says Milky Way. Prana, the dots of energy like the stars in the Milky Way, traveling through space, the darkness, the light, through the sun, rain, air, and earth, and exits the womb as a life, prana. While prana sits on the breath, fragile yet resilient, with dreams of manifestation of memories in the shimmering eyes, breath ushers prana to the body through Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, the three benevolent naris. Prana shivers in fright of extinction in the ecosystem due to the imperial habitat pollution. The breath tames the energy traveling through the cosmic space and paves the path for a home of love, the body. To preserve life in the universe, prana. The breath and the prana, the womb and the fetus, clinging to the roots chosen through the cosmic life, pledge in the consciousness to strive and thrive against the monstrous footprint of carbon and quest for the abode of love and eternity. Prana, emerging from the energy, is no longer the little dots, but the swirling, translucent light of the Milky Way. Thank you.
That's such a nice poem. Cheers for you.
Thank
And
you.
I'm finding somehow that all the poets today are rendering also their poems so well, besides the poems being very splendid. So, thank you, dear poets, and I'm really enjoying your poems. So, moving on, a drop arrives, the ocean sways, trends may shift in countless ways. Yet meaning blooms when hearts align, its relevance shaped by choice divine. Please render your beautiful poem to our dear viewers, dear Rupa.
Thank you again, Neelam. So now you all know what I mean. Neelam introduces everyone with her four liners, which are so endearing. And I want to compliment each one of you poets, and two of you are joining LWG platform for the poetry session for first time, Vishnuji and Shree, and we love having you. And Soja, Purna, Neelam, of course, have been with us for a while, and we have Purna almost from the beginning, and Neelam is the founder. So thank you to each one of you. Here goes. Welcome drop in ocean. Marking of personal milestone days, celebrating them as special, celebratory days. With the less blessed, sounds heartwarmingly sweet by gifting food, clothes, and yamalicious sweet meats. The annual event spares no expense on lavish treats. For the folks less fortunate, question to ask is how laudable is this feat? Eager, shiny elders seeking company are lonely, abandoned. Born deprived, auto drug addicts are deserted, orphaned. Partake of the festive feast. Gifter feels forgiven, pardoned for indulgence that turn hearts immune and hardened. Is it all a flow from kindness, compassion? Is it all inherent goodness and passion? Annual feasts seem a welcome, trendy fashion, especially when splashed in media with catchy caption. Genuine compassion remains unannounced, quiet, with donations, gifting, with no pictures clicked at sight. Hopefully, the sharing is from fountain of caring. Hope all of it comes from heartfelt giving. No matter element of altruism has a reason for why recipients deserve the heaped feasts is no lie. Anyone may question underlying motivation. However, each drop of compassion is an ocean of inspiration. No matter the element of altruism may have a reason why, recipients deserve the heaped feast is no lie. Anyone may question the underlying motivation. Each drop of compassion is an ocean of inspiration. Thank you so much.
That was a wonderful poem.
Thank you,
Great,
Neelam.
great. The evening has picked up with
And
such wonderful poems and it is gleaming.
and we wanted to glean some more with another poem, which would be about breaking free from bonds by a woman, and it is titled A Lie to Be, rendered by our own Neelam Saxena. Over to you, Neelam.
Thank you, Rupa. The poem is about how many times a woman tries, but finally, when things don't work, how she finds her path. A lie. With her head down on a bed of lies, while she shivers unknowingly, life enjoys, sings lullabies. How can lullabies comfort a restless mind? Rattled, it vehemently keeps shifting positions to find one that's comforting. The quest is endless. Solis is far away. In the other land, surrounded by sea, she's restless here with no shoulder to rest her head on. Why is she again looking for a shoulder when she's learnt a hard way that there's none? All shoulders come with conditions attached. She, being a free soul, cuts all strings, being bound by silk doesn't suit her. Now, she even knows the weakness of the thread. What she had assumed to be silk was a replicate, just like the replicas of seven wonders in Eco Park in the City of Joy. When she realized that it was just an ordinary thread that only clasped her moods, preyed upon it, she thankfully bid it adieu. It came back. She again put it like a noose around her neck. You may call her plain, you may call her silly. After all, she willingly tied herself. This time, I can see that she shall break free. This time, I can see that she shall break free, not to be tied either with love or force. Thank you.
Awesome as always, and breaking free of the silken threads which bind the freedom and the soul is beautiful, Neelam. Thank you so much for your poem.
So, thank you, dear poets, for your lovely poems, which we are all enjoying. We would also like to thank our dear viewers uh, who have joined us today, including Hema Ravi, Somdatta Mitra, Sunil Kaushalji, Satbir Chaddaji. Oh wow, we have such talented poets here with us. So, thank you for joining us. And let's move on to round two.
Ma'am, I needed to go for the first round.
Oh, did we miss you? So sorry. So sorry,
That's
dear
okay. That's
Pooja.
completely fine. That's completely fine. I just thought before we move to the second round, I just thought I'd remind you.
So, our sweet little baby of the group has been missed. And thank you, dear, for pointing it out. So, let me introduce her poem. Beneath the waves, she dreamed of skies. A voice she gave for love's sweet ties. Yet pain and longing marked a trail, a timeless, tender, tragic tale.
Wow.
That's my take on the story of Mermaid. What's yours, dear Purna?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. The Little Mermaid is a fantasy novel and a fairy tale that is loved by so many people, and it's a tragic story of a beautiful young mermaid who wants to become human and marry a prince. This poem is written from the point of view of the villain, and that is Ursula, wherein the mermaid goes to Ursula to beg for legs in exchange for her voice. And she has 3 days to make the prince fall in love with her and kiss her. If she fails to do that, she will become a mermaid forever. So, this is the entire bet that she has with the sea witch Ursula. And the name of the poem is called Hold Thy Tongue. As hard as it gets, the ugly truth about life, to obtain everything, you need to pay a price. As hard as it gets, the ugly truth about life, to obtain everything, you need to pay a price. Your love is real, princess, but it is not fulfilled yet. You have 3 days to win, or you will lose the bet. Your love is real, princess, but it is not fulfilled yet. You have 3 days to win it, or you will lose the bet. The bet is pretty simple. At the end of the third day, you need a true love's kiss before the sky turns grey. The bet is pretty simple. At the end of the third day, you need a true love's kiss before the sky turns grey. You are a beautiful mermaid, as dainty as can be, but your voice is prettier. I want you to give it to me. You are a beautiful mermaid, as dainty as can be, but your voice is even prettier. I want you to give it to me. In exchange, I will grant you human legs to walk on, but your ability to speak will be pretty much gone. In exchange, I will grant you human legs to walk on, but your ability to speak will be pretty much gone. As hard as it gets, true love is necessary for life, but hold thy tongue, princess, for that is thy price. As hard as it gets, true love is necessary for life, but hold thy tongue, princess, for that is thy price. Thank you. Thank you,
So the
ma'am.
poem is as pretty as Pretty Purna.
Thank you. Thank you so
Rendered
much.
by a lovely Purna with a lovely voice.
Thank you so
See, you
much,
have
ma'am.
to use alliteration. So she is
Hmm.
Pretty Purna.
Oh, yes. Fantastic,
And
ma'am.
so let us move on with another P, which is Prana, which is Shree's book also. So a few lines. Prana whispers life anew. Hope uplifts with steady hue. Breath and dream in union cope, flowing strength through pulse of hope. We request you, Shree, to render your poem on hope.
Thank you once again, Neelam ji, for introducing my poem so beautifully. This book, Prana, has got poems collected on the prompt called Breath or Vital Air. And I thought hope is also a form of energy, which is a part of Prana. So here's my poem Hope is. Hope is like a fresh dawn in the morning, like the dewdrops perching at the tip of the buds blooming, like trusting the gentle hands which guide you. Hope is Him who cares for every mortal thing. Hope is like a sun and the moon, like the certain tides they bring. No matter how much upset you might be, hope high lifts you like a spring. Hope bams the tenderness brought due to toil. Hope is there when you stumble and faith smolders. While climbing stairs of your heavy life, hope holds up your bowed head and falling shoulders. Hope is like soul friend who mitigates the broken you. Hope shines like a diamond to blaze the bitter lies which steal joy. Hope is like countless blessings that He brings to you. Hope is to rise. Hope is to dream. Hope is every hurdle's foy. Now, foy is a Scottish logo, which means a farewell feast. Thank you so much.
That was wonderful, Shree.
Thank you.
And you made a wonderful entry on our platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's my honor.
So, moving on. When stars collapse and worlds descend, an anchor holds a silent friend. In faith, in love, or inner core, it steadies hearts forevermore. What do you see in an anchor called friend, Rupa?
Thank you so very much. for this opportunity, and I am delighted that, and actually nervous that I have to follow the hope-filled, hopeful poem by Shree. So, Shree, thank you for a lovely, hope-filled, beautiful poem and rendition, and we've enjoyed having you for the first of many times going forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you, Neelam, for this opportunity. And the title of the second poem is Anchor. Let's hear what it is all about. My future, you've come a miles, dear heart, from whence you shattered into thousand parts. No thanks to myriad, mindless, hurtful darts from the thoughtless who rip self-worth apart. Rosy may not be your chosen path. You cannot douse every envious rivaling wrath. Your hurt from petty upstaging bloodbath. Stay true to self with integrity, dear heart. No matter how fearsome appears stormy sight, or cruel feels onslaught of ongoing night, sun shall rise again to reset your world's might. You will rise from harsh blows and uprise like a kite. When swirling anxieties you will feel, tumbling insecurities in the moment will reel. Stability, confidence, this world will steal. Turn inward, your anchor within is calming fate's steel. Your never say die, irrepressible spirit will vanquish prophecies of inscribed writ. Your compassion will make darkness split, lighting million candles in endless deep pit. Your compassion will make darkness split, lighting million candles in endless deep pit. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful. Very nice, Rupa. So, a poem is as gleaming as you are today.
Thank you.
As so, moving on. A few lines. Far below my window's frame, nature sings without a name. Fields and rivers softly flow, a quiet beauty, pure and slow. So, this is what nature means to me. What does it mean to you, Mr. Gusan?
Thank you. So the poem is called Far Below My Window. Far below my window, this cottage, a stream whispers life. White pebbled, clear, leafy water, its source, that white hill above, it flows, lined freshly colored, twinkling eyes. I pause my camera's narration for fear of toppling from windowsill. I listen to the gurgles soft in the air. Pebbles rise above peeping pebbles, drifting, bits, pieces, swirling, zigzagging, white petals up, down, journeying, and a bank of sailing whites above, mixed the clear, the yellow, the green. Are there Tagore's surely flowers? Or Wordsworth's lonely clouds? Isn't it marvelous to deep breathe freely? Isn't it? A simple stream, its beauty, its life. A joy to dip one's feet in its coolness as bubbles swim around naked ankles. I think of 40 tadpoles' eggs in Trinidad. Day in, day out, peace it brings. To where it journeys, I know not. My camera captures what's happening in this cold land, Yorkshire. North or south, my flowery home. I think of my cousin whispering, palms clasped, the sweetness this beauty, this revering peace. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Mr. Gosine.
Thank you.
Uh, I suppose you are the only person I know from Trinidad. And I'm very curious, how did you get that name Vishnu? So I would love to read further about the connection between India and Trinidad. But one thing I have been feeling throughout, from whichever part of the world we all think similar. All
Yeah,
poets love nature, all people want peace. Then where does this peace evade us? Well, a question which we need to keep thinking, and it's time right now to move on to the next poem. In shadowed box, both life and fate, a cat lies sealed to contemplate. Between two worlds, it waits unseen, a paradox of might have been. I request you, dear Dr. Soja, to render your next poem, please.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. This is about impermanence and what it should have been, could have been. Schrodinger's cat. We all know that cat. Okay. Mother told softly, "Baby, do your prayers and sleep now." I closed my eyes and held my cat on my chest. I feared to sleep. I had a hunch of losing. Again, mother told softly, "You know, you can control the course of your dream. Do pray." I put the cat in a bag and carried it everywhere. I wasn't sure was it a dream or not. I opened my eyes, still thinking of the cat. I saw the empty bag on my chest. I couldn't remember where did I lose her. Mother, cat, or both? No one was there, but a cry lingered in my chest. Is it cats or someone else? That's it.
So nice. So nice. We've all been thinking, and that's why I suppose all of us took that 10-second for our reaction. Very wonderful poem, Dr. Soja. Very wonderful poem. Made us
Thank you.
think.
Thank you.
So today I've named Purna as Petty Pretty Purna. So I hope we don't forget our Petty Pretty Purna
No, no, no.
before we move on. So it's time to invite her with the lines. The moon reshapes her silver face, a shifting glow, a timeless grace. From crescent to full, she stays, a guiding light through changing days. We invite you, petty, pretty Purna, to render your poem.
Thank you so much. That alliteration is actually making me blush, Neelam ma'am. I will be reading out my poem called Lunar Phases. It was written a very long time back in 2011, and it was also written on Friday the 13th. Uh, no, but it's not a horror poem, so we don't need to worry about that. However, I have compared all the phases of the moon to the human life. So the new moon, I'm comparing it with a newborn baby, a half moon with teenage, a full moon with adulthood, and the dark moon night or Amavasya as we call it in Hindi as death. So I'll begin my poem, Lunar Phases. The pearl white moon changes all 30 days, the closest, loveliest object in our Milky Way. Lunar phases are shaped, small and large. Their death and birth are written in the stars. The exquisite curve of the crescent moon says a brand new child is waiting to bloom. Delicate and fragile in its initial lunar phase, exhibits vulnerability in its every little gaze. The volume and the shine a half moon has becomes young and adolescent in a flash. Though half formed, it shines like the sun. This lunar phase is both ambitious and fun. As it slowly reaches the full moon stage, it exhibits wisdom, elegance, and grace. It smiles as its experience grows tenfold. In its eyes, we can see many stories untold. The moon gets swallowed into the night. It gets fragile and weak, loses its might, finally approaches the dark moon night and realizes that its mortality is in sight. Its mortality is in sight. Thank you.
That was
So,
wonderful. That was wonderful.
it
And
was.
after the immortality of the verse and the poem by you, I think it's once again my privilege to invite our dear moderator, founder LWG Neelam, to talk about her thoughts on being blessed. She titled her poem Blessed, and she's talking about uh, very interesting things and what are the things tugging at each other, what are the flashbacks, what is present. So over to you, Neelam, inviting you to render and share your poem after hearing all the wonderful poets so far and going through the wonderful comments from the people joining us and sharing their thoughts with us.
Thank you so much, dear Rupa. So, this is a very short poem. It was written when I just came to Kolkata last year during the first 10 days. A murky lane, the weather sultry, still air, humid, hot, and hellaciously bruising. Voices of the past reverberate. Try to pull her in the black hole of nothingness. Her blue veins turn murky too. The red arteries boil. They don't wish to revisit those achy alleys. In the tug of war of past's festering flashbacks and present's preciousness, a lighted path emerges. She glances at the statue of the goddess Kali, being taken for immersion. She bows in gratitude. She's Kali. She's Kali. She's strong. She's powerful. Blessings prevail. Blessings prevail. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The local flavor and the colors from where you are, Kolkata. That is so beautiful. And we have wonderful comments coming from our viewers. And we really appreciate each one of you who's present, who'll be joining us later. And we appreciate your comments immensely. And over to you, Neelam, to wrap up. And thank you, each one of you, for being here, panelists and the poets, and those who are listening in.
Yeah, first of all, we would love to thank the poets who have been listening to us. They are all wonderful poets. Hema Raviji, Sunil Kaushalji, Kshitij Madan Mohanji. I don't know if he's a poet, but he's been praising Purna, Somdatta. We've had wonderful people listening to us. We've had wonderful poems today, with everybody rendering them also so well. I suppose it has been a very, very wonderful session. So I thank each one of you, Mr. Gosine, Dr. Soja, Shree, Purna, and Rupa, on behalf of Literary Warriors Group for being a part of it. I'm sure that everybody else who viewed it or will view it will enjoy. And adieu. till we meet next. Hope to meet soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much for
Good
having
day.
me here. It was
Bye.
a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.